It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. AtLvsChi will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at the Jazz. The starters for the Utah Jazz and for the Raptors. Roy Hibbert is out there with Horford. There's Marquise Daniels. Then there's AtLvsChi. And Greg, we don't expect the pace to be fast tonight. These teams operate in the half court, don't they?
Exactly. There's so much transition offense in this league. It's interesting to watch teams execute in the half court.
It'll be Utah off the tip. Halliburton against AtLvsChi. And the three ball is good.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Horford with the screen on Halliburton. Stolen away. Got a piece of it. Here he goes, and Hibbert with the block. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Hibbert touched it last. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Nice ball movement by Utah. Halliburton, no good. For Toronto, they come in off the loss to the Grizzlies. Horford kicks to Daniels. Pass to Hibbert. Floats one. It's rebounded by Donaldson. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from ball range in the first quarter.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Daniels with the bounce pass. Horford the pass to Hibbert. AtLvsChi against Halliburton. And it's AtLvsChi missing. Jazz have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Hibbert pulls it in. And the Raptors off to a slow start. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, what we saw in that game and what you see around the league is a questionable dependency on the triple.
That shot, the three, is very volatile. On games when it's fallen, you can beat anyone, but when you're leaning on it and you go cold, tough sledding.
And when Tyrese Halliburton entered the NBA, Greg, scouts were worried about his shot release point.
It's definitely lower than you would teach, but by the same token, that's why he gets it off so quickly, making it a tough shot to contest.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Pass to Daniel. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Richard, he's covered by Daniels. Halliburton inside the three-point line.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with AtLvsChi on the sideline.
I talked with the Raptors head coach earlier. The first thing coach brought up, how to deal with Tyrese Halliburton. He said to me, Tyrese is who makes their offense tick. He doesn't just run the show, he is the show. With Hallie, you have to make him uncomfortable. You have to switch up the coverages. It's never easy facing off with Tyrese Halliburton. Kevin, back over to you.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. So here we are, Greg, looking at this roster of the Raptors. What is the path to contention?
Well, perhaps an opening in the East for them to make a move. Going from good to great, it's tougher and will require them to develop or acquire some superstar talent.
And the first one drops. And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now, and it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent, it's also about timing.
And Toronto has possession, following the miss by Tyrese Halliburton. Hibbert kicks to Daniels. 5 on the clock. There's the drive. It's blocked.
Well, I believe that's now 4 straight misses to start the game. Talk about stumbling out of the block.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, it's not difficult to figure out why they built this lead. They have been dominant in the paint.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Here's Horford, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Well, they missed their first 4 shots, but finally able to get one on the board. Sometimes you just need to see that first one go down.
The shot missing. Raptors trail by 11. Pass to Daniels. Havlicek kicks to Daniels. Back to Havlicek. Over Halliburton. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Here's Donaldson. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
And the Raptors call time here. Now here's Hibbert. Still scoreless. Hibbert with a screen for Daniel. Pass to Havlicek. 6 to shoot. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
Richard, he's covered by Daniels. Pass to Collins. Now Halliburton. A three-pointer off the mark.
You can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
On the wing, Havlicek. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And it's Utah's ball. They're on a 16-7 run. There's the 3. He can't get that one to fall. Raptors trail by 9. Havlicek outside. a deep three. An absolute pound from three-point range. Havlicek's got 5 now.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Fires top of the key. Here's Collins, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of hope.
Now, here is Havlicek. 5 points in the game. Daniels from outside. Halliburton outside. From outside, off the mark.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Daniels passes to Havlicek. Hey, 18 feet out. That misses off the backboard. Jazz leading by 8. Richard guarded by Horford. Halliburton for 3. Rebound by the Raptors.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Hibbert the pass to Havlicek. From 12 feet out, that one doesn't drop. The Jazz shooting 44% overall here in the first quarter. Got a piece of it, and out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. Both teams changing it up here. Raptors trail by 8. .51 seconds left in the first quarter. It looks like the pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Last outing for Utah, it was a loss to the Clippers. Pass to Ellison. Outside Garland. Just 4 to shoot. Havlicek with the rebound. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Now here's McKee. Pass to Whistle. Trying to get something going. The rebound by Hagan.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
And so it's Utah going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their defense has been active and effective. And we'll be right back after this. Glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Jazz.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And another thing they've done well is push the tempo. They're running the floor and converting on the fast break.
James Jones is out there with Havlicek. Then it's McKee, and it's Issel, and it's the 4 slot. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Now, here's Garland. Still without a basket. Pass to Adrian. And it's off from three-point range. Raptors trail by 8. Outside, Jones. Garland against Havlicek. Count the basket. Havlicek's got 9.
And guys, you got to know who you're guarding. You got to run the shooter off that sweet spot. And for AtLvsChi, that's anything in the mid-range area.
Let's go to the sideline and see what AtLvsChi has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you, guys. A big win here or there can really sustain a rebuilding team, and Utah coach Will Hardy said the results matter in order to keep belief in your process, seeing the work pay off. The building of a team doesn't happen in one day. The players are staying with it, and they deserve all of the credit for that. Kevin?
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Now, here's Garland. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game from past the arc. AtLvsChi with the rebound.
That's just a great effort on the defensive side. Classic to the shooter.
Pass to Issel. And that one is good. Issel's got his first bucket of the night.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Right side Jones. AtLvsChi against Garland. Now here is AtLvsChi. D right on him. Garland with the defensive effort. And so Garland will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Well, everyone has off nights. They just need to make sure that they bounce back strong.
Now, here is AtLvsChi. 8 points his last outing. Good on the triple. Jones has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And the Raptors call time here. A change. Horford's checked in. And here we can check out the score for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Issel passes to Jones. Over Halliburton, and the Raptors miss again. Jazz leading by 5. They set the pick. Launches a 3. It's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Raptors. On Friday, they'll defend home court against the Portland Trail Blazers. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up against Anthony Edwards and the Sacramento Kings. Marquise Daniels is checked in for Jones. Garland, the pass to Cowens. Here's Donaldson. Just 5 to shoot. Halliburton for 3. Issel grabs the board.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Garland against AtLvsChi. Here's Issel. It's tipped. Halliburton on the wing. He's covered by Daniels. It's tipped. Here's AtLvsChi. Has contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line. So, Coach, here we are in the heart of the NBA season. We can only hope that the second half is as good as the first half of the season.
Well, you're right. We saw some incredible moments in those first few months. But that's what you love about this game. Players these days, Kevin, are capable of doing the spectacular on a nightly basis.
Donaldson no good. Here's Toronto. They're on a 12-4 run. Pass to Daniel. It's good. This game is all even.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
They set the pick. Halliburton against Daniel. Pocket 6.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Outside, Horford. Back to Havlicek. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Yeah, and it seems like he's getting more comfortable with each bucket.
For Utah, they've gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. That's 3 of 9. There's Garland. The Raptors have gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. And here's Havlicek. He's got 14. Yep, that one goes. Havlicek's got the lead up to 2 now for the Raptors.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Pass to Collins. And a miss there on the triple.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Now Hibbert. Hibbert with the screen. Here's Havlicek. From downtown, it's rebounded by Donaldson. Donaldson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And out of bounds, there's Toronto gains possession. And as always, the mid part of the NBA season, quite a grueling part of the schedule. Right now, let's check out how the standings are shaping up in the East. Taking a look at Toronto.
And for the Raptors, they've had a horrendous start to the season. They're really creating a lot of work for themselves here moving forward.
Yeah, but the good news is they are a team that can do that work. It's just a question of solving these early problems.
To the middle, cuts off the pass. Halliburton looking around. There's the pick. The Jazz with another miss. And so it's Daniels who brings up the ball for Toronto. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Pass to Havlicek. Halliburton with the steal. Inside. Here's Donaldson. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. 1:44 left in the first half of basketball. Outside, Horford. Now Havlicek. He's got 16. To the paint. Shot clock at 5. Tries from the block. Bank shot. No good. The Jazz shooting 39% from the floor. At their best. Here's Collins. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Clippers.
How about the rebounding, too? He was just all over the glass, and the other team had no answers for how to contain him.
Horford sets a screen for Daniel. The rebound by the Jazz. Collins has got his 5th rebound in this one. Halliburton outside. The Jazz working the ball around now. Here's Hagan. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Horford kicks to Havlicek. from about 19 feet. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Jazz leading by just 1. Time now for the halftime break, with the 3rd quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Hello, everybody. No lack of drama tonight. The Utah Jazz might be taking this one all the way down to the wire.
They're getting a lot of looks at the rim, and that defense has no answer for it.
Yeah, sometimes that happens. The opponent just doesn't have the guys to stop you.
And now here's something that's always interesting. Let's see what the fans are up to on social media. Got a question here from Jose and One Hero. Who's the #1 overall pick in the studio show draft?
It's Ernie Bartholomew Johnson. That's the franchise broadcaster right there.
Yeah, I agree. You just put some talent around Ernie and then come back later and you got a championship squad.
Well, look, guys, it takes a team effort, but thank you. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, John Havlicek displaying his skills.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
Here is Havlicek. Getting underway here in the second half. Here's Will Hardy's 5. Down low. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. So, Stan, when it comes to preparing your team for a game, as a coach, what are the main things you're trying to get across?
Well, look, Kevin, I think the main thing is you've got to decide what the main things are. And when you've got maybe an hour to prepare a team for a game, they're not going to be able to go through everything you would like them to know. But you got to decide. You got to prioritize. These are the 2 or 3 things we've got to get done tonight. And you've got to have a clear understanding of those.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Utah is shooting a meager 37% for the game. Halliburton for 3. They grab their own miss. There's the triple, and it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Daniels passes to Horford.
Utah foul. Number 15. First personal foul. Second team foul.
There's the steal.
Well, that's just a great feel for where the ball was going. He got himself in the right place and made the steal. Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Daniels dishes to Havlicek. Back to Daniels. Horford sets a screen for Daniels. 4 on the shot clock. And there's Horford. That's good on the assist by Daniels. Horford's got it all tied up now for the Raptors. For Utah, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Halliburton on the wing, covered by Havlicek. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Oh, great job by Halliburton. Recognize the D being a little too aggressive there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
So valuable to this team. Halliburton gives them whatever they need when they need it. This guy is both patient and prolific.
He doesn't get the second one.
Well, not a perfect trip to the line, but he gets the one he needed to put them in the driver's seat.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And how about the poise there by Horford? Lets the defender make the mistake, and now he's headed to the line.
The Raptors shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. He's off on the first. And he sinks the second.
Well, they tied it up, but that was a good chance to pull in front.
This one for 3. No love that time. With that miss, he is now 6 for 9.
They've had a quiet start to this half, hitting just one of their first 4 attempts.
And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Tyrese Halliburton is so key for this team. He said, quote, "I think the biggest pressure I've ever had in my entire life is from myself. When I'm at my best is when I'm having fun and really competing on a nightly basis. I have to show up every day with a smile on my face and bring my infectious personality." Back to you.
He sets the tone. Okay, Allie, thanks. Jazz making a change here. Adrian's checked in. Toronto trailing. Pass to Hibbert. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. To the inside, Hollanese uses the glass to finish the layup. Hollanese has got his first points in this one.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Halliburton outside. Oh, good with the triple.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That's foul number 2 for him.
14 foul.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Shot clock at 6. Here's Daniels. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Utah's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Pass to Adrian. Halliburton at the elbow. Over Daniels. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Horford's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Ripped away. He's got a clear path. And here they go. Rebound by the Raptors. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That'll be the final game of this 5-game homestand. AtLvsChi, the pass to Hibbert.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Raptors have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor, something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
No good on the free throw. Jones checked in for Toronto. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. For Utah, they've gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. There's a screen. Pass to Adrian. Fires for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Adrian's got himself on the board with 3 there. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Richard, covered by Hibbert. Halliburton for 3. Cans it from downtown. Now it's a 5-point Jazz lead. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Jazz.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
And it's AtLvsChi missing. Jazz leading by 5. Richard, defended by Jones. And a wide open look for Halliburton. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Well, after that tough first half, you hoped he'd find his way to bounce back and get things going here in the second.
Jones for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Jones has got 6 points.
He just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Jazz leading by 4. Richard, covered by AtLvsChi. Just 5 on the clock. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Hagan can't hit.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Jones, no one around him. No good from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Raptors shot. Good. McGee. Second team foul.
Utah with the ball. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
Yeah, and they hold the lead in spite of his cold shooting night. He has not been able to get it going.
Here's Here's Issel. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. And he comes up with the deuce. Utah leading. Pass to Hagan. Six on the shot clock. Here's the three. That one misses. McKee with the defensive effort. Here's Havlicek, and all around the rim that time before dropping in. Havlicek's got the game tied up here for the Raptors. Pass to Adrian. Trying to end the drought. Nailed from three-point land. 6 points for him.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
To the middle, here's Issel, and he stuffed it. What a pass to set him up.
Going to the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up with some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
McKee with the defensive effort. The Raptors have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. 1:32 left to play in the third. For the lead, and another basket for Toronto.
He's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Utah's gone downtown a lot since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there. Richard, covered by Havlicek. Yep, that one goes in there. And the Jazz lead by 1. Toronto, they've gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Kicks it out to Jones. There's a good screen. A three-pointer is right on target. Jones has got the lead up to 2 now for the Raptors. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Here's Richard. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Toronto with the ball. They're on a 14-5 run here. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Havlicek outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Richard. And it's Havlicek missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Raptors lead by 2. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball and the perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. We've got McKee, Marquise Daniels out there with Havlicek, and it's Issel in at the 4 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. And he banks in the layup.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
Havlicek against Halliburton. Here's Halliburton. Pass to Donaldson. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, perfect pick and roll right there. Halliburton with great timing as a passer makes it easy for his teammates.
Havlicek the pass to McKee. Out to the wing. The 11-footer. And it's Cowens with the rebound. Cowens has got 6 rebounds in the game. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
And it's Havlicek missing. Jazz have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Offline with the baseline jumper.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Good on the shot. AtLvsChi's got it all tied up now for the Raptors.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Halliburton against AtLvsChi. Now, here's Halliburton. Not a lot of room. No good there with the step-back J. The Raptors have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And that one's good from AtLvsChi.
Hey guys, AtLvsChi in a nutshell. Just constant motion, unparalleled stamina. This guy will wear you out.
Halliburton outside. Toronto grabs the miss. Daniels with it. Rebound, Utah. Cowens has got 8 rebounds in this game. Pass to Halliburton. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Daniels dishes to McKee. Back to Daniels. There's the pick. Fires at the elbow. Nice jump shot. Good. Daniels has got the lead up to 2 now for the Raptors. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for Utah. Giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Toronto. Horford comes in for McKee. And Utah also making a switch. Richards is checked in. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Will Hardy said to the team. Coach asked his team, can anyone knock down a 3? Reminding them three-point shooting will open up the floor, make things easier in the half-court offense. Everyone loves making 3s. Missing? Not so much. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thank you. Outside, Horford. And down it goes. Done through off a wonderful assist.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
The Jazz working the ball around now. And the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Cowens.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Pass to Hibbert. AtLvsChi outside. 5 to shoot. The 3.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Doesn't go that time. Good work defensively by Horford. Outside Daniel. Pass to AtLvsChi. And again, it's Toronto converted.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Halliburton kicks to Richard. Here's Donaldson. Misses the baby hook. Left side, Daniel. And they pick up 2. Now it's a 6-point Raptor lead.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
AtLvsChi against Halliburton. Here's Collins. The Jazz with another miss.
Well, the defense was giving him that one, but he made the shot more difficult than it needed to be. You gotta play smart.
Now here's Hibbert. Left side, Daniel. Late in the clock, he gets it to fall.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Number 15.
Jazz trail by 8. And here's Halliburton. Here's the screen. Shoots. Jumper is off.
It's just been a frustrating day for him all the way around, and it's rubbed off now, I think, on the rest of the team.
Well, he competed for that rebound. You love to see him getting in there and scrapping for the ball.
Richard, he's covered by Daniels. 6 to shoot. Now Halliburton. That one is off.
Might be time for a little different approach. His shot hasn't been falling here in the second half.
Got a hand on it. Richard, guarded by Horford. Now Halliburton, stolen by AtLvsChi. Goes up, and he pounds it home. I had a feeling he wasn't going to lay that one in. No, sir.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
He gets it to go.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Now Hibbert. Shot clock at 6. Fires from 14. Buries the jumper.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Raptors.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season. Here's Horford. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Halliburton buries the deep ball. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for them.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
So it's Toronto winning this one. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And that'll do it, folks. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, John Havlicek.
Grant, having played in the league, you must have a good idea. Of how these guys are feeling this deep into the year.
No, BA, it's hard to describe. There's such a physical drain on your body, and mentally, it might be even more difficult.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. We've got Jaime Jaquez, and it's Hardaway in at the two-guard spot. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Pass to Howard. Here's Wade. Offline with a three. Bridges against Hardaway. Oh, rejected by Howard. And the officials now calling the shooting foul. He got a lot of ball on that blocked shot, but also got the body. So some free throws coming up right now. Minnesota shooting their initial free throws of the game here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And he makes both free throws. Here's Wade. Steps back and fires. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. And here's Minnesota now. Pass to Parker. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Vaughn. The three is up. Williams grabs the board.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Howard, the screen, down low. And it's Howard finishing it off.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside. They set the screen to the wing on the left. Vaughn. Ooh, once again off the mark by Minnesota. The Heat have gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's Wade. His nightly numbers respectable, putting up 10 points a game. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Timberwolves have gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. Parker outside. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Can't get it to fall.
Just brutal. I mean, 5 straight misses to begin the game.
Well, he not only forced the miss, but he also came down with the rebound.
Pass to Howard. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
Right now, as a coach, you're looking out on the floor and you're wondering, do I have the right 5 on the court together?
All right, let's take some time now to see which two guards have been posting the best shooting percentages from the field this year. Miami on D. Left side, Jaquez. Parker inside. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Gets the 3 to fall.
Yeah, making a smart pass there. I mean, Bridges doesn't just hold the ball.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Pass to Bonner. For 3, Hardaway. Nice D from Bridges. The Heat have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Here's Wade. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Bridges misses. Outside Jaquez. Pass to Bonner. From behind the arc. It's hauled in by the Heat. Here's Wade. To the middle. Here's Sorber. Uses the glass on the layup.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
To the paint. Here's Vaughn. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Well, if you work the ball inside, it is going to pay dividends.
Here's Wade. Williams, a screen on Parker. Pass to Williams. Over Jaquez. Williams misses. Well, not a whole lot of experience, but you watch Jaime Jaquez, Tim. He looks like a 10-year vet out there.
Yeah, B.A., part of that is because he's a 4-year college guy, and now he's plug and play. He's got great footwork, he's tough, and he has a high IQ for the game.
Now here's Bridges. His last outing, we saw him score 22. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Hardaway, the pass to Parker. They set the pick. Pass to Bonner.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. A tough loss coming against the Lakers in their last game played.
One thing we saw from them that game, and we see it around the league, an over-dependency on the 3-ball.
But during that specific game, you'd love to say, hey, stop shooting threes, but obviously that's a big part of their identity.
Let's take a look at the Western Conference standings now that the new year is upon us. Taking a look at Minnesota, they're way down there in the conference, but still optimistic they can turn it around.
You know, for Minnesota, at this point, you really need to focus on blocking out negative energy. You have to play for one another. There's still time to turn things around.
Yeah, they've been slumping, and I think they need to simplify things. Just focus on your preparation and take things one game at a time.
Shot clock at 2. Minnesota again missing. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Heat. Outside Payton. There's a screen to the inside. Ilgauskas gets the bucket.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Now here's Parker. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. The 3 is up. Mullen can't get it to go. The Heat have gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Here's Vaughn. The rebound by Simmons.
Yeah, this quarter has just been a struggle for him offensively.
Here's Payton. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. And now a 7-point Miami lead.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
Pass to Hero. Lets it go from deep. Rebound Minnesota. Parker outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 18 feet out. That shot off the mark. Heat leading by 7. Hero left side. Payton. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Parker passes to Markkanen. For 3. Oh, no good.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
And he lobs it up top. It's intercepted. To snap the cold streak. That shot's good by Parker.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
It's Simmons with a drive. They get it back.
And one thing special about Simmons is his ability to defend multiple positions. You can put him on anyone, and he'll give him a hard time.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
And you can't overlook what they've done in the paint as well. A huge part of their success in this one.
He's perfect from the line this time. 1:16 left in the opening quarter. Inside, here's Vaughn. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Tyler Hero wants to be the complete package. He said, quote, "I'm not thinking score, score, score. It's more about finding different ways to impact the game, knowing I don't have to force the issue. When I'm taking efficient shots and making the right passes, that makes us a dangerous team." Guys, back to you.
He's finding that balance. Okay, Allie, good stuff. So it's Miami now, following the score by Minnesota. Right wing, here's Parks. The rebound by Markkanen.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
Pass to Vaughn. Jacks up a 3. Park pulls it in. Park's got 4 rebounds in the game.
Well, his poor shooting hasn't helped them much, but you can't point the finger solely at him for why they're behind.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Miami out in front, leading by 5. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. Let's quickly break down what we've seen from the Heat.
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
They've been active, they've been disruptive, but now the question is, can they maintain this level of intensity?
On the court for Minnesota, we've got Lauri Markkanen, and it's Hardaway in a 2-guard. Parker passes to Markkanen. Left side, Hardaway. Forcing the issue. Markkanen.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Pass to Sorber. Miami moving it around. Williams passes to Payton. Here's Wade. Yet to see a basket. Tipped. Hardaway against Payton. Here's Mullen. Pass to Markkanen. Shot clock at 6. Here's Hardaway. Rebound Miami. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They're moving on after the tough loss at the hands of the Pelicans.
Yeah, they found buckets very hard to come by, and you could tell it frustrated them to no end.
Yeah, it happens, though. The bad shooting can become contagious, and it started spiraling and couldn't get out of it.
Here's Wade. Count the basket. And the Heat lead by 7. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Pass to Markkanen. Outside Hardaway. Blocked! Fast break Miami. Williams from long range. They grab their own miss.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
And he showed you great timing as well. Offensive rebounding, one of his specialties.
Outside Hardaway. Pass to Markkanen. Back to Hardaway. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Heat leading by 7. Here's Sorber. Back to Payton. Now Williams. Pass to Sorber. Here's Wade, defended by Hardaway. Here's Payton. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Mullen, pass to Hardaway. That shot's good by Parker. And now just a 5-point Miami lead. There are some big-time players in this league. But who do you think the most clutch players have been over the past decade, Legs?
When you look at these resumes, I think you go with the big 3, LeBron James, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant. But of course, Giannis dropping 50 in a finals performance wasn't bad either.
And I'll throw in the Joker in there as well.
Love it.
The Heat have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. Here's a look at some stats for him. Bridges, he's checked in for Miami. Jaquez is checked in for the Timberwolves. Timberwolves trail by 5. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
Right now, as a coach, you're looking out on the floor and you're wondering, do I have the right 5 on the court together?
Since we have a moment, let's see who's leading in assists this season. Williams defending. Pass to Jaquez. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Jaquez with a screen on Williams. Parker outside. 5 on the clock. Knocks it down from distance. Parker's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
Now here's Howard. Miami needs to get off a shot here. Here's Wade. Off the left rim and out.
Well, despite this lead, he hasn't found the sweet spot yet. It's been mostly sour, actually.
And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call. And let's see what the Minnesota Timberwolves have coming up. On Saturday, they'll face off against Trae Young and the New York Knicks. And then on Tuesday, they'll host the Washington Wizards.
And that game against the Grizzlies, that's where you have to bring your A-plus effort, especially when you know you're going to be facing a more talented team.
Here's Wade. Pass to Howard. Here's Parks. Here's Wade. Off the mark, and the drought continues. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's Bonner, guarded by Howard. Out of bounds, it'll be Miami's ball.
Oh, those kinds of unforced mistakes will drive any coach nuts.
So both teams changing it up here. Hardaway against Hero. Pass to Simmons. And the ball out of play. The Timberwolves will have it. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Now here's Hero. He's scoreless. Simmons finds Hero. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. Here's Ilgauskas. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Perfect bounce pass leading to the basket. That's just great teamwork.
Pass to Mullen. And here's Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Now here's Hero. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Here's Parks. Simmons with it. Oh, got a piece of it. Hayes with it. Picked up by Simmons. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Jaquez against Hero. The fadeaway. Ben Simmons grabs the board.
Right, it didn't go that time, but that's a shot he should feel confident in taking.
To the wing, right side. To the middle. Clock at 6. And stolen by Hayes. Hardaway against Simmons. Here's Hayes. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And one key for quality teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Grant?
Well, BA, they call them trap games. An opponent that on paper isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
No good on that one. He's off on the second. Miami's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. And there's the screen. It's Simmons with a drive. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Heat lead by 2.
Well, to stop him, you have to get better rim protection than that.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Well, defensively, you can't allow that in a game this close.
The fader. It's wide right, hits off the rim.
Yeah, no reason to fade away there.
Mullen pass to Hardaway. Sinks the tray. And it's a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
And they look more confident now, putting that rough first quarter behind them.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Here's Hero, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Outside Hardaway. Here's Mullen. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
And when the defense retreats to the paint in transition, there is going to be an opening at the three-point line.
Pass to Parks. Hardaway against Hero.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Jaquez. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Heat trail by 9. There's 18 seconds left in the first half. Now Simmons. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Ilgauskas gets the bucket.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in, coming off that pick.
Fires away from way outside. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. Back to the game after this break.
Hey there, everybody. Shaq says hi. Kenny says hi, too. Yes, we are in the midst of the NBA season and a perfect time to see how things are coming together in the West.
You look at the Timberwolves, they haven't looked intimidating thus far. The hunger to improve just isn't there. That worries you. I'm starting to feel that this team needs a culture change.
And now, guys, it's time to talk about that challenging first half for the Miami Heat.
The ball security has been terrible. Time to cool down, slow down, and regain control.
Yeah, look at the turnover numbers. It's easy to see why they're in this situation. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Minnesota leading by 7. We've got Mikal Bridges, and it's Williams in at the 3 spot. That's the group in the game for the Heat. And that one's good. Jaquez for 3. Jaquez has got 6.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Pass to Howard. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And Tim, some have said that the hardcore Heat culture doesn't work in today's league.
Well, there certainly is a different mindset in the modern player. And the Heat organization was always known for working players the hardest. But now they have to ease back, but still be tougher than most.
Minnesota shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Shooting for Minnesota, Tony Parker, 2.
first one. And so he hits both. And Tim, 1 year, you shot over 50% from the field and from three-point range, not to mention over 80% from the free throw line. You think we'll ever see that again?
Well, Brian, I think the 50% from the three could be more difficult because the volume is now so high. I'm not sure they're as selective in their shot attempts, which means your percentages naturally come down a bit.
So 3 for 6 is not going to be an option for a great shooter?
Don't think so. 3 for 6 is usually the first quarter for a lot of these guys.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
Williams misses.
Impressive closeout on a skilled shooter. That is how you defend shots from downtown.
Parker outside. With the drive, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Parker. Now that we're into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? You take a look at the Heat. So far, this hasn't been the season they were hoping for, and time is of the essence. Heat trail by 10. Bridges outside. Miami moving it around. Williams from long range. Hardaway grabs the board. Hardaway's got 5 rebounds in the game. Over Howard. Again, the Timberwolves score.
I like the way they've established their offense to start the half. 3 straight makes.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here.
Make some noise, fans, for your Heat Breaker dance crew.
Checked in for Minnesota. And here's a rundown of the teams that have not wasted their opportunities at the line in the last month. The Timberwolves second.
And looking at last month, this team really got it done from the charity stripe. Whenever you fouled them, they made sure to make you pay for that mistake.
Heat trail by 12. Here's Wade. Pass to Williams. Up top, Bridges. 6 to shoot. Wing shot on the way. And again, no good by Miami.
Well, I'm not sure if he was surprised to be that wide open, but something got him out of focus.
Here's Bonner. There's the triple. Torber with a rebound.
Man, just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Pass to Wade. Now here's Williams. Here's Sorber. Wade, the pass to Bridges. Misses the 3. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the T-Wolves. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. And at home for the next game, it'll be New York pulling in to face them. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court.
Well, give the defender credit. Sometimes it's enough to force the miss.
Drills it from deep.
Nice job measuring the defense right there. Bridges sensing separation and torching him off the dribble.
Parker outside. Here's the floater. It's rebounded by Wade. Miami has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Sorber And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Miami shooting their third free throw shot of the game. The Heat making a switch here. Hayden's checked in.
First team foul. Now at the line, if a player is fouled on a made basket as he goes to the free throw line, my call would set.
Minnesota leading by 6. Pass to Bonner. Now Hardaway. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Well, they're winning this game in large part due to how efficient he's been, and it's why they'll continue to go to him.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
I mean, they've played some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
And the relentless pace has really taken a toll on the opposition.
Heat trail by 9. Pass to Sorber. Miami moving it around. The kick out to Williams. And here's Payton. 4 on the clock. Tries again. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Vaughn's got his 5th rebound in this one. Ooh, ripped away. Payton passes to Howard. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Well, he's had it rolling all night. He just hasn't had enough support to give them the lead.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Here we go, fans. Time to make some noise for your defense.
Minnesota leading by 7. Parker passes to Hardaway. Minnesota again missing.
Well, he was able to sink a triple back in the first half, but he has yet to connect here after the break.
Here's Sorber. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Outside Hardaway. Just 5 to shoot. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And this is his 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight.
At the line for the Timberwolves, Penny Hardaway. 2.
First free throw is good.
And really strong at the line since the break.
Hardaway hits them both.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Left side, Payton. Miami shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Now at the line, Gary Payton.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. So he can't get either to fall.
Yeah, he was overthinking that. He's usually automatic from the line.
Here's Mullen, guarded by Payton. Hardaway against Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Baseline try. Hardaway's shot is good. Hardaway's got 11 points here in the second half.
He's a new man this half, playing with much better intensity and getting results.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Chance now to bring up the NBA steals leaders from the last month of action. Stolen by Parker. All right, let's check in with AtLvsChi.
Hey guys. Well, a lot of French players are coming into the league, and Rudy Gobert said it's amazing. The first ones, like Tony Parker and Boris Diaw, they paved the way. Now, French kids aren't scared to dream about the NBA. They have role models that they can look up to and try to follow. Back to you.
Merci. Allie, thanks for the report. Here's Payton, following the three-pointer by Minnesota. A shot to stop the run, and it's good on the lay-in. Payton's got 6.
With his level of quickness, it's tough to keep up defensively.
Outside Hardaway. Back to Parker. Oh, stolen by Payton. Looking to get it going. On the wing, Payton. Outside, Williams. 4-3. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
Great job on the closeout and taking away space against a good shooter.
Pass to Mullen. Outside Hardaway. Clock at 4. Puts up a deep 3. Sorber with a rebound. Sorber's got his 6th rebound on the night. Now Payton. Now Howard. Parker defending. Down low. Here's Mullen. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 5 points in the game.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
Payton passes to Wade. Payton with a screen on Hardaway. Williams on the wing. Outside Payton. Throws it up high. Torber, no good.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
There is no doubt about it. They'd love to have that one happen.
Ooh, good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
And this will be a second trip to the free throw line.
Line for the Timberwolves, Tony Parker, fouled in the act of shooting a three-pointer, will have 3 free throws.
And he hits the first of 3. Mikal Bridges checked in for Miami. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Jaime Jaquez is checked in for Lauri Markkanen. And he can't hit the second. And he nails the third. There's a minute 34 left to play in the third quarter. Pass to Payton. To the inside, Williams. And the layup is good off the glass. Williams has got 7.
Well, you want those shots anytime you can get them. High percentage at the rim.
Spins. Parker, no good. Heat trail by 12. Pass to Williams. Here's Howard. Here's Payton. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. Hardaway against Bridges. And here's Hardaway. He's got 19. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Wade. There's 14 seconds left to play in the third. Shot clock at 5. Here's Payton. No good there, off the double clutch.
Great work by the defense. That's the intensity coaches want to see.
And so it's Minnesota now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. Playing some great basketball, holding a healthy advantage. We'll be back in a moment. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
And it's such an advantage to have a big man who can facilitate at a high level like that.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for the Timberwolves, we've got Jaime Jaquez, and it's Mullen in at the 2. Here's Wade. Three-pointer, Bridges. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Parker's got 4 rebounds now. Nice move. Outside Jaquez. Fires for 3. Howard grabs the miss. Heat trail by 12. Now here's Payton. Shoots over Parker. Payton, no good. Jaquez finds Parker. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Here's Mullen. No good on the 3. And for the Heat, they're shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. Wade, pass to Payton. Down low. Here's Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. Now here's Jaquez. Pass to Mullen. Nice D from Bridges. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Here's Wade. Howard, the screen to the paint. Stolen by Parker. Oh, stolen by Payton. And pushing it up. Here's Miami. And he's going for the oop here. And Williams punches it home.
Well, look, I mean, great anticipation on one end leads to points on the other.
Well, coaches love that hustle. Not only getting the extra possession, but then converting it.
Now here's Parker. Into the lane. It's stolen. And pushing it up. Here's Miami. Out of bounds. It'll be Timberwolves ball.
Minnesota ball.
And Minnesota making a change here. Markkanen's checked in. So it's Minnesota now. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Parker passes to Jaquez. Here's Mullen. Clock at 6. And stolen by Bridges. And pushing it up. Here's Miami. And Williams punches it home.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Timberwolves. Bonner. 2.
First free throw is good. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
Pass to Wade. Back to Williams. Here's Wade. 5 to shoot. And stolen by Markkanen. Here's Mullen. And he drops it in from the low post. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
Williams from long range. It's rebounded by Bonner. Bonner's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Mullen pass to Parker. Inside. Shot clock at 6. Rebound Miami. Howard's got 9 rebounds now. And there's the lob. The lob. Very well done.
Nice pass by Bridges. Just keeping his options open out there.
Minnesota leading by 7. Here's Parker. Markkanen outside. So confident from range. Markkanen.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let him get that good of a look.
One more miscommunication at the defensive end. Just brutal. It can't happen.
And so it's Mitch Johnson here calling timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now.
Look who it is, fans. It's your Heat squad. Make some noise.
swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying, we have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging. Guys?
And Allie, thank you for that. Here's Sorber to the middle. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Now here's Parker. Puts it up from 17. He nails it. That's his 5th make in 11 tries.
And he's going to nail these if you give him the space. That's just soft D.
Well, if you're going to give him that shot, he will take it any time.
Here's Sorber. Inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Strong pass there to set up the basket.
The Timberwolves lead by 8. Marking it outside. To the paint. Poked loose. And stolen by Bridges. Pass to Wade. Fader on the way. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Hardaway's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Hawkins. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 4 rebounds now. Bridges outside. Howard with the ball. Offensive board. And that one's good. Howard's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
He's doing everything he can to keep them in this game, finding good looks.
The Timberwolves making a switch here.
Second team foul. Minnesota substitution. Number 41, Vaughn.
Parker outside. Floats one up, and so the ball out of bounds. Hawkins touched it last.
Yeah, he was surprised by that. I don't think he knew the pass was for him.
Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Personal foul. First team foul. 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. No good on the second free throw. Minnesota leading by 5. Can't hit it.
And he's easily led the way on the boards tonight.
Well, he plays with incredible determination. Want to is a skill, and he has it. He has come out of the halftime on a mission, just relentless.
They've led by as many as 14. And Chris Finch has called timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Outside Hawkins. Hardaway against Bridges. Now here's Hardaway. Defense right on him. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. Ooh, using 2 hands to power it down.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Bridges against Hardaway. Yes! Using that window!
What a heads-up pass to know that his teammate was going to be available down in the paint.
Here's Wade. Outside Bridges. Oh, can't tie it up as that one misses. Hardaway on the wing. He's guarded by Bridges. Here's Bonner. Oh, touches it off the glass.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
A minute 9 left in the fourth quarter here. And that basket is good.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants the Rock with the game on the line.
And that is great leadership. He certainly has that clutch gene that every team needs.
Man, devastating move. That was an ankle break.
Well, that one is going on the highlight reel. He'll be showing that one to his grandchildren someday.
And so it's Mitch Johnson here calling timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Trailing by 5. Outside Bridges. Here's Wade, defended by Hardaway. 6 to shoot. Outside Bridges, stolen by Parker. And they go to the intentional foul.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
He hits the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Yeah, making all of their free throws right now, it's a great way to extend the lead.
24 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Count it! And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And he ends up making the second. And that increases the lead to 6. Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. They trail by 6. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
And it has to be a quick hitter. There is no time to waste.
Williams outside. Can't get the 3. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Mikal Bridges. Second personal foul. Penalty.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Penny.
And he hits both free throws here, and it's an 8-point ball game. It's stolen by Jaquez, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Man, you know what? We'll give them some credit for battling today, but this one is just about over.
Shooting from Minnesota. Hawkins. 2.
Good on the first, and that'll put him up by 9. And Jaquez drops them both.
Taking care of business at the line, leaving this one out of reach.
And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. And as we leave, we...
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And our reporter tonight on the sideline is Allie LaForce. And we've got a moment now to check out the Eastern Conference standings and see where everyone is sitting as things begin to settle down just a bit through the midway point of the season. You look at the Bulls, and not a surprise really to see them sitting there at the #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And of course, Atlanta, 9 games back.
And looking at Chicago, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
And you want to talk about hitting the ground running? They've done exactly this. And you got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. They've got Whiteside. Koulibaly is out there with Davis. And Murray Boyles in at the 3 spot. And for the Bulls, they've got Pippen. Harper is out there with Michael Jordan. Then it's Kukoc. And it's Love in at the center. Now here's Davis. Inside. And he slams it one-handed.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's Kukoc. Pass to Jordan. Just 5 on the clock. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. And as the NBA season rolls on, GA, what's one of the biggest challenges this time of the schedule?
I'd say maintaining your level. It's so hard to be consistent throughout the season, and it's really about the mental side of the game. It's so tough to stay locked in.
Michael Jordan, shooting 1.
Free throw, no good for Jordan.
The drive, the willpower of Michael Jordan is on a completely different level. He is competing every second he is on the floor and always looking for any way he can beat.
Now, here's Harper. Aaron Davis unable to get his shot to go. And it's Pippen in the corner. Davis down low. He's guarded by Harper. 3-pointer, and it's Davis missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Pass to Jordan. Here's Harper, outside for Jordan. Over Koulibaly, finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
Well, Jordan's jumper is just pure, especially at that range.
Davis surveying the floor. The Hawks again can't hit.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
They've come out strong 3 of their first 4 to start the game.
Here is Davis after the made shot from Michael Jordan. Pass to Murray Boyle. And stolen by Jordan. Can't connect from short range.
And give the defense credit. He was met at the rim.
Here's Davis. We saw him with 10 points last game. Can they get it? Tony Kukoc comes up with the rebound.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Harper with the ball. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. It's Davis on the wing. No good on the triple.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against it next time.
Strong start here early. 4 of his first 5 made.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
In scoring, certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And he deserves credit for knocking down such a high percentage of his free throws. It's not a glamour part of the game, but incredibly important nonetheless. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Pass to Coulibaly. To end the run, he lays it in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Kukoc. Boy, he was something else against San Antonio. Jordan can't get it to go. The Hawks trail by 4. Here's Coulibaly. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Harper the pass to Kukoc. Pippen with the wide open look. Hits it from 3-point range.
Extending his range there. Pippen hoisted that one up from way downtown.
Down low. And he jams it with authority.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Outside, Kukoc. Pass to Pippen. Love with the screen for Pippen. And here is Jordan. Pocket 6. Shoots the 3. No good. He's missed 3, and he's made 4 of his 7. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. And they're on the 2K leaderboard of the teams that have been tormenting opponents defensively this month. In the 3rd spot, the Hawks.
The energy that they're playing with on D has been tremendous the past month, challenging every shot, making things hard on every opponent.
On the wing, Davis. Pass to Murray Boyle. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got his 3rd assist on the night.
And when defenders are lurking, that bounce pass can be the only way to get it through.
Now, here's Harper. Still yet to score. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. No good from Jordan. Atlanta's gone 0-3 from 3-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And here's Davis for 3. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Pass to Love. Here is Jordan. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Jordan's got 11 points.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And there's the whistle, illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Pippen against Davis. Pippen's feeling it out a bit. Gilmore, no good. Well, it was the Hawks winning their last game against the Mavericks.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, despite the challenges of being away from home, they were able to execute cleanly and look really fresh out there.
Chicago with the ball, following the bucket by the Hawks. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Hawks. Let's see some of the numbers here for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Atlanta Hawks. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season. Puts it up from 12. The rebound by Cartwright.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Davis against Pippen, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Atlanta making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in.
Number 7, Jermaine O'Neal.
The Hawks leading. Here's Boosie. He has yet to score. Here's Davis. Good work defensively by Pippen.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you've got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Atlanta's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And the basket by Boosie.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Gilmore, defended by Stojakovic. Here's Kerr for 3. And it's the Hawks' ball. They're on a 15-6 run. And the dunk by O'Neal.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Now, here's Kerr. To the paint. Here's Gilmore. That's good. And so Kerr with the assist.
Sometimes the pick doesn't even have to be perfect. It could just be a pick. He just needs to create a sliver of space.
54 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And O'Neal gets it to go.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Pass to Wilcox. Here's Gilmore. All right, with a screen on Stojakovic. To the middle. And the jam by Bill Cartwright.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Hawks lead by 5. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And here is Cartwright. Here's Gilmore. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Here's Davis. That one drops for him. Davis has got 5.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Hawks lead by 5. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Atlanta?
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And not only that, their elite conditioning evident from the pace they're playing offensively. Boy, they are getting out and running.
So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. We've got Bilal Coulibaly. Peja Stojakovic is out there with Yao. And it's Boosie in at the 1. No good on that one. GA, you hear about 3 levels scored. But is it just 3 levels?
Great point. Kevin, you've got guys with that deep range, and there's a difference between the mid-range game, those floaters, the little 12-footers, and those deep 2s as well. So maybe 5-level score is complete. Think of like a 5-2 player in baseball.
Now, here's Kerr. Hasn't made one yet. Outside Pippen. Here's Jordan. Jordan punishing them inside.
It's just one of those nights where Jordan can do no wrong offensively. And let's talk about the endurance to go along with it. Wow.
It's good from long range. Coulibaly's got the lead up to 7 now for the Hawks.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
We've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Connects from 3-point range.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Boosie. Here's Yao. Off the mark at the outside fadeaway.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
That's at 5 from 18. Here's Love. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Now here is Yao. Now Coulibaly. 5 points in the game. Inside. And the slam dunk by Pippen.
Well, as much scoring as Jordan does, the only thing he really cares about is that the team wins.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. In for Chicago. Harper comes in for Steve Kerr. Atlanta making a switch here. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Whiteside, a screen on Harper. On the wing, Coulibaly. To Whiteside. And the rejection by Love. Pippen dishes to Jordan. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Whiteside, a screen on Harper. And the corner, it's Koulibaly. Pass to Whiteside. 5 on the clock. And he converts the layup. Whiteside's got his first points of the game.
That's just smart basketball right there, finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
Harper the pass to Kukoc. Now Jordan. Again, Chicago.
And he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Hawks have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. In the corner, it's Koulibaly. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3, Chicago grabs the miss. Kukoc has got 4 rebounds in this game. Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Outside Pippen. Here's Jordan. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Jordan's got 9 points now in the quarter.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Here's Boosie. In the corner, it's Koulibaly. Out to the right wing. And the foul called on Michael Jordan. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's a second, and I think they'll keep him in, but he's got to be careful. A 3rd, and he'll sit for the rest of the half.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. To see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up, let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You gotta love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
You look at Jordan, the 3rd spot in the voting belongs to him. There are very few players with his ability from long range, and it looks like he'll be rewarded with a spot in the three-point contest.
And I'm sure there'll be some changes in the rankings still to come, but you're right. I'd be surprised if there's anyone who wouldn't cast a vote his way.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
Here's Boosie following the basket by Michael Jordan. Koulibaly, bounce pass. Right side, the pass to Boosie. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. The shot by Murray Boyles, no good. And here are the Bulls now. They're on a 15-5 run. Outside Harper, pass to Jordan. Sweet move. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Harper's got 3 assists now in this one. The Hawks trail by 6. Here's Boosie. Down low. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
The assist.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
Now here's Harper. Pass to Jordan. Here's Love, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Chicago.
They've made a point to take what's given to them in the mid-range. The jumpers are falling for them so far.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
And he knocks down the first one. Both teams deciding to change it up. And so he makes both from the line. So it's Atlanta now. They trail by 6. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home.
Well, Davis has a real skill for getting guys set up and sees openings others might miss.
Pass to Wilcox. Now here's Love. That's tipped. Second chance shot. Here's Murray Boyd. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And here's Davis for 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Here is Wilcox. No scoring in this one. Ingram with the steal. Here's Murray Boyd. Love grabs the board. Love's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pippen against Davis. Launches it. And it's Pippen missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Outside Harper. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they really started to get it closer to the basket.
Davis against Pippen. Davis dishes to O'Neal. And it's Harper with the rebound. Chicago leading by 6. It's Pippen on the wing. Lets it go with a 3. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Koulibaly with the screen for Davis. Over Pippen. And Davis can't get it to go. Now Chicago's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Koulibaly. Pass to O'Neal. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
The Hawks have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. Cartwright's checked in for the Bulls. Kerr comes in for Ron Harper. Yao, he's checked in for the Hawks. Peja Stojakovic comes in for Brandon Ingram. Good on the second free throw.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Here is Wilcox. Scoreless thus far. Back to Pippen. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The Hawks trail by 8. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Driving in.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Kerr outside. Pass to Gilmore. Clock at 4. All right with the screen on Davis. No one covered. Kerr's got the lead up to 9 now for the Bulls. They swipe it. Michael Jordan getting it done for the Bulls. He has really delivered at the offensive end. He's torched them for 24 points so far. And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Coach Quinn Snyder with us now, and Coach, a bit of a lull for this team scoring the ball. Why?
It had nothing to do with anything other than us being aggressive. We're like walking the ball up the court. Whoever's got it, we've got to attack.
At least effort is something you can control. Thank you, Coach.
Terrific stuff, Allie. Thank you so much. And we'll be back for the third quarter right after this halftime break.
Your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shots. Drumline. They're thinking about the shot. Someone left the window open. Let's hear it for the participants.
Welcome, everybody. The story tonight has been a solid showing through the first half for the Chicago Bulls.
As a team, you love a night like this when the game feels simple. Pass, shoot, score, repeat. Pass, shoot, score, repeat. Pass, shoot, score, repeat. And pass, shoot, score, repeat.
Nothing else to add to that, guys.
All right, next, let's look at some of the possible entrants into this year's dunk contest.
As a resident dunk contest expert, I can tell you, these are the names you want in the dunk contest, guys. Don't come at me with who isn't making the cut, because this group is all you need.
Geez, I guess we can call it right now. The Jet has spoken. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Michael Jordan in this game, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
The Hawks trail by 9. Kukoc is out there with Pippen. And there's Harper. Then it's Jordan. And it's Love. And it's the 5. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Here's Koulibaly. 3-pointer. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And they continue to control the glass. High percentage look for Jordan. It has every move you could ask for in the painted area.
They set the screen. Davis with it. He's picked up by Harper. Crafty move. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down to 9. They're back within single digits after that one from Davis. Outside, Jordan.
First personal foul.
The Hawks trail by 9. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. In the corner, it's Koulibaly. 6 on the shot clock. With the fadeaway. And it's Harper with the rebound. The Bulls leading by 9. Outside, Kukoc. The putback. Here's Love. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Love's got his second basket of the night. Outside, Davis. There's the screen. To the inside. Kukoc with the steal. Pippen outside. Pass to Kukoc. Now Jordan. From outside the arc. He's off on that one. Here's Davis. He's guarded by Harper. Davis with it. He's got 7. Tries from 7. It's all in by the Bulls. Kukoc has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Jordan. Pippen outside. Now here's Kukoc. Guarded closer. Here's Harper. It's rebounded by Koulibaly.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
On the wing, Koulibaly. Tries again. Here's Whiteside. Oh, up, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them.
On your big fans, it's time for your
Change here. Cartwright's checked in. Now that we have a second, take a look at the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers over the last 10 games. 4th, the Bulls.
I mean, they've gotten a little more aggressive defensively. You can become a more confident team on that end, and so much of it, I think, has to do with forcing turnovers and creating offense.
Now, here's Harper. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. And he makes good on the layup.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, our man is going for the jughead.
Here is Davis. 7 points in the game. Whiteside, high post. Drives to the hoop. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got his 8th assist in the game. Chicago leading by 11. And here is Harper. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
But let's take a quick look at the numbers for Jordan. Averaging 33 points, 6 rebounds, and just over 2 steals. And to have a player who can fill it up like him coming in off the bench, what an asset.
He's crucial to the success of their second unit because he can keep that offense rolling.
Davis, the pass to Whiteside. Out to Ingram. Here's Murray Boyle. Back to Ingram. Here's Boosie. Shot clock at 5. Whiteside off the mark. Had a chance to trim it to single digits. Pick by Cartwright from deep. Jordan from distance.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
Outside, Davis. Pass to Ingram. Back to Davis. And stolen by Jordan. And Jordan throws it down.
Yeah, Jordan just glides up the court. It's kind of deceptive. Doesn't look like he's running as fast as he really is.
Davis finds Whiteside. Chicago grabs the miss.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now, here's Harper. Here's Jordan. Atlanta with the rebound. Murray Boyles has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Whiteside, a screen on Pippen. It's Davis on the wing. Pass to Whiteside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Boosie. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Boosie's got 5 points so far.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
Substitution on the court.
To the paint. It's tipped. Here's Gilmore. He's covered by Yao. 6 to shoot. Here's Kerr, and he connects with the jumper. Kerr's got 5 points so far. The Hawks trail by 15, and it's time for an injury report.
I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for the Bulls. The bad news is he has a sprained ankle, and they're hoping that the swelling will go down. The current expectation is he will be able to make a full recovery in a short amount of time. And guys, I'm told he will be able to play if necessary.
Allie, thank you for the update.
Listen, the big thing is now we have more information on what's going on with him. Hopefully, there's no setbacks.
And there's the call on Yao. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
So it's Chicago now. At one point, they led by 16. Kerr, the pass to Gilmore. That's good. And so Kerr with the assist. He's got 6.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
3, Pippen drills the three-pointer. And the Bulls lead by 16.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Pass to Ingram. Now Davis, defended by Kerr. A fadeaway, and no good. Trying to use the glass.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Gilmore in the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Now, here is O'Neal. He's got 5. Shot clock at 6. Pippen with it. Guarded by Ingram. Pippen outside. Offline with his 3. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Atlanta. It's an 18-point game. Oh, and here comes Pippen all alone. And good that time. Pippen's got 8 points. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Bulls.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And one other thing they have done well has been scoring in transition, looking to run whenever they can. The defense can't deal with Yao's size inside. They just don't know what to do.
Kerr outside. Bulls moving the ball around. Gilmore, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Feed the interior, good things will happen.
There's 25 seconds left here in the third quarter. Pippen against Ingram. Pippen, the pass to Carter. And the layup's good off the glass.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that.
Pass to Yao. The Hawks have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
Team foul. At the line for the Hawks, Yao Ming taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court right now for the Hawks, Davis is out there with Koulibaly. Then there's Whiteside and Murray Boyles in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Pippen. Here's Jordan. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Jordan's got 9 points now in just the second half. Kerr against Davis. Here's Murray Boyle. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. Michael Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got his 6th rebound on the night.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Pippen can't hit. The Hawks trail by 16. Davis kicks to Whiteside. Pass to Koulibaly. Drills it from outside.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Bounce pass Pippen. Kukoc from outside. And that's collected by Davis. Right side a screen. Here's Davis. Makes it off the glass. Davis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Outside, Kukoc. Pippen feeling it out a bit. Kerr outside. Back to Jordan. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Whiteside, and Whiteside stays right with it. Whiteside's got it back down to single digits for the Hawks.
The 7-footer, Whiteside, using that size and snatching up the offensive board and finding his own opportunity.
Now, here's Curry. Pippen outside. Love with the screen on Koulibaly. Here's Pippen. And the Bulls with another miss. The Hawks trail by 9. Pass to Davis. Koulibaly with the screen for Davis. Ball's knocked loose. Down low. Kicks it out to Curry. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Jordan left side to end the cold streak. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. Whiteside's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Pass to Davis. Whiteside sets the pick for Davis. Drains it from beyond the arc. Davis has got 9 points now in just the second half.
After sinking one triple in the first quarter, he nails another one in the second quarter. He's got it going on.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinate and intent. Checked in for Steve Kerr. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with AtLvsChi on the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. So it's Chicago now. Pippen, the pass to Love. To stop the drought, and it's blocked by Whiteside. Outside, Davis. Inside, no block shot on the way. That one goes in. And now it's just a 4-point Bulls lead.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
Here's Murray Boyd, guarded by Jordan. Harper against Davis. Takes a 3, and Pippen pulls it down. The Bulls leading by 4. Shot on the wing. Here's Love. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Really strong rebounding on the interior. He gets the easy putback.
And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
I'm sure they wish they made this run sooner, but they've still got time to come away and steal this one.
At the line for one.
Chicago has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Koulibaly against Pippen. Pass to Jordan. Just 5 on the clock. And dead on that time. Beautiful shot. Jordan's got 11 points here in just the second half. Davis against Harper. Here's Murray Boyd. That 3 off the mark.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Pass to Jordan. Close range, Michael Jordan.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Koulibaly with a screen on Harper. Davis drives in, and it's blocked by Jordan.
And one of the league's most effective shot blockers from that guard position. Jordan can do it in help defense or on the ball.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Chicago, Scottie Pippen. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
What doesn't Scottie Pippen do? A very polished defender who can also rain buckets down from wherever. Whenever Scottie's on the floor, he is making trouble for you.
And both free throws good for Pippen. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Atlanta. And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Here's Murray Boyd, guarded by Pippen. Outside for Davis. Harper with the steal. Here's Pippen. Got a piece of it. That's out of bounds. It was last touched by Koulibaly. And a quick look at how Atlanta's schedule shaping up. On Sunday, they'll go back home and they'll be hosting the Detroit Pistons. And then on Friday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for that game against the Warriors, they won't have much room for error in that one. A team like this will punish mistakes, but I could see them walking away with this one.
Now here's Pippen. Shot clock at 5. Jordan! And he hits from 17.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
Here's Murray Boyd. Outside Koulibaly. Takes the 3. That's off. The Bulls leading by 11. Outside Harper. The 3 goes down.
Practically automatic shot there by Pippen. He knows he just needs the ball, and then he is good to go.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He knows every possession is critical now. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Hawks.
And you can see the respect that the defense has for Davis's jumper. They just got a little too aggressive on that contest.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Hawks, Baron Davis. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Davis. And both free throws good for Davis. Chicago leading by 12. Jordan from 19. That one goes.
Yeah, nice timing there on that catch and shoot. Jordan with such a musical rhythm to his game.
1:46 left in the fourth quarter. Davis.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Hawks, Baron Davis. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And both free throws good for Davis. Now Harper. Kukoc is screen on Davis. From outside, he drills the three.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Bulls.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Michael.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that pull.
And the shot will go down.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Too little, too late. That final score will look way closer than how this game actually played out.
Now here's Kukoc. And down goes the three.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Here's Murray Boyd. 5 to shoot. Right side, a screen on Pippen. Pulls the trigger. It's off. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and AtLvsChi, this is Kevin Harlan.
you